Yeah, all right, I'll be right there. Slam! Remember when you used to be able to slam down phones? You can't do that anymore. We had the nice old landline, had a cord on it and everything. You could just, oh yeah, forget it, slam. Not nowadays, right? Like, okay, yeah, well, forget you. Just loses it completely, doesn't it? Anyways, this story isn't about phones. This story is about black bears. And when you get a phone call from your mom saying, help, there's a black bear on my porch and it's looking in my front door. Well, that ain't gonna fly with this guy, nor with any of you hunters out there. I bet you'd be up and rescuing your mom from that. So stay tuned to the end if you want to hear more. Thanks for watching. Spencer Rimple, the Moose Whisperer here. Let's get right into it. Now, it was the early 1990s in the West Kootenays of British Columbia. That's where I grew up, and boy, it was an outdoorsman's paradise, let me tell you. There might have been 300 or 400 of us people scattered throughout the bush in a distance of about 100 miles square, and otherwise, there was nothing but black bears, white-tailed deer, mule deer, elk, moose even moving into the area, grizzly bear, and mountain sheep, mountain goat. We had it all. Like I said, an outdoorsman's paradise. Well, my mom and dad had just built a new house. Well, they just been building this house for the past couple of years. The two of them themselves took time off, and together they were building their dream house. Man, it was a really neat time. And they were up on top of this quite a large ridge that gave them a beautiful view of looking out over the entire valley. And in any case, Mom and Dad would work there building on this log house right from step one of peeling those logs to the final steps of installing doors and cabinetry. The two of them worked together on that project and had such a great time. I used to go up and visit them all the time. Of course, I was working and doing a bunch of other stuff on my own and didn't have a lot of time to spend with them, but it sure was neat heading up there and seeing their progress on that place and visiting with Mom and Dad working on their dream home. Well, sure enough, one day Dad was gone, and well, they had just finished the house. They made her past lockup. They had all the doors on and they had the windows in, and Dad was off getting supplies somewheres while Mom was still in the house working and getting things ready and making that house as well as good looking as she possibly could. What a homemaker she was, though. In any case, all of a sudden, she comes out into the kitchen one day and looks at her door, and right there, she made a really nice glass door. You know, they wanted something that you could see who was at the front door. Well, certainly you could see who was at the front door today, and it was Mr. Black Bear, standing there right at the door, just looking in. Kind of like he was saying, hey, I was here a couple of years ago and all this stuff wasn't here. What's going on now? Well, Mom didn't like the look of that one little bit. You know, you come walking out and it's like, hey, what the heck? Great big bear standing there, not 5 feet away as she walked past the door. Well, that gave her quite a fright, let me tell you, which she doesn't have to be too worried because my dad's a protector and he's got a safe full of guns right there and he would have been after that bear, no problem. But Dad was gone. What's Mom to do? Well, she's got the phone right there. So she phones down to her son. Number one son just lives a couple miles away at the bottom of the hill. Luckily, I was by my phone. This is in the old days when we only had landlines. We didn't have, these cell phones on us all the time. You wanted to get a hold of someone, you had to wait till they were home or else go down to their place or go to their place of work and try and find them. Anyways, Mom, off chance and maybe I'll be home. She phones my line, my house. I answer the phone. What? There's a bear on your porch? Yeah, Mom, I'll be right there. Slam down that phone. Man, I went and grabbed my 7mm Remington Magnum. It was a Savage model. It was the make of the gun. I just loved that gun, Remington Magnum. It in 7mm. In my opinion, that is just one of the most perfect chamberings. I love 300 Win Mag, of course, as well. And, in this 7mm, it's pretty darn close. But, man, it's got good punch. It's got good distance. I've sifted those bullets through deer, through elk, through bear, through everything. I love the range that it has for bullet weights in it. And the 7mm, in my mind, is just one of the best calibers out there altogether. Comment below, would you? In any case, grab the 7. Just called it the 7. totally cool name or what, hey? Grabbed the 7, hopped in my pickup truck, and I started driving up there, and I wasn't wasting no time at all. They had a long driveway, kind of snaked up the mountainside like this, eh? And I'm just peeling up there, and I come around the corner of the top, and there's that bear. I could see my mom's house there in the deck. The bear right on the porch, it sees me coming. I'm doing a Starsky and Hutch, woo, around the corner, going for my rifle already, and that bear's making a run for it. It gets way out into the field. Well, I don't know, he's about 150 yards away, and he's just about at the bush line. Out of that truck I come, and I've got a rest across the top of my, just across through the window, had the window open, put a rest in through there. Oh, wow! And I nailed him good and hard right before he got to that bush line. Thump! I could hear that bullet hitting everything. You know how sometimes you can. You pull that trigger, and it's a different sound. It's not that... It's kind of it's almost like you hear that smack and that bullet sound stopping quicker than if it was to like a ricochet or something that you would hear, right? There's like a thud to it. And I could tell that I hit that bear good and hard. Okay, so now, time to rest, time to wait, time to take it easy. Heading into the bush after a bear that's just been shot, you definitely want to do that when he's dead. That would be the best time, that's for sure. So I'm waiting. Got a good shot in him. He's going to bleed out. Take my time. Let about 15 minutes go by. Mom's over at the house. She's just squawking. She's like, "Did you get that bear?" I'm like, "Yeah, Mom, stay in the house. I got him. Don't worry about it." Wait about 15 minutes, and I start heading out to the edge of the field. Like I said, it was about 150 meters away. I get to the edge of the field, and there's blood there right away. Good amount of blood, good trail going in, and it's looking dark, that blood too. I'm like, okay, this is a really good vital shot. It's looking dark. I've probably clipped him yet through the liver. And then as I went on, there was a little bit of kind of bubbly yet too. And I thought, I might have clipped him right through the lung yet too. This bear is definitely going down, but you know what? He must be dead by now. I'm just going to walk into the bush here a little bit further. Take a look there, observe the blood. Just going to take my time. Go real slow. So I walk in maybe 10 meters, maybe that's all, into this thick bush. And I'm looking. See the blood there? Looks like maybe he went that way. And all of a sudden, you ever get that kind of a feeling like you're being watched? You get that just sets the hair up on the back of your neck like, something feels not so good here. And I looked, and there was this real thick bushes right here beside me. Kind of like willow or alder or something, a real mess of bush right there beside me. And I became real quiet, and I thought I think I can hear him. I could hear. I could hear his breathing. And as my eyes focused in through the branches, I realized that just on the other side of this bush was that bear, standing there just like this, just looking straight at me. I knew this isn't a good situation at all. And that bear's probably 20, maybe 25 feet away. He just brought the gun up real slow, and I could see a good spot through that bush, and I just hammered him one more time. That blew him right over. It was quite an incline on this hill. This bank started off and then started getting steeper and steeper and steeper as it goes. And it actually went down to the road, to the driveway coming up that kind of had to switch back a couple of times to get up this steep mountainside. And the road was coming down there maybe about 50 meters below. So boom, I shot that bear, blasted him right in the about base of the skull there, blew him over. Down he went and started picking up speed. He started just rolling and picking up speed like you wouldn't believe. And guess what? At the bottom of the hill, coming up the driveway, is my dad driving home from work or from wherever he was getting the supplies that he needed in his old pickup, old GMC truck, whistling a tune. When all of a sudden, ka-wump, Lands right in front of him on the road. A great big dead black bear. Hammers on the brakes and looks up at the hill like, what the heck is going on? Oh, that was a fun day for me because I was up there. I was like, hey, Dad. Yeah, no, that bear scared Mom. I had to take it out. Sorry. Dad was proud of me. Mom was happy. Everything was good. And no more black bears around there. But don't worry, folks. We're good to black bears. We like black bears too. And we put in a really great fence around the whole area for Mom's garden. And with electric, we electrified it so that we were just smart and the bear aware. We made it nice and high. And so we wouldn't have bear problems in the future. Because nobody likes having to shoot bears. But you're going to scare my mom and look at her right off the porch. You're going down. Who else has got some funny and great stories out there? I bet you do. Send them in to info@themoosewhisperer.com and let me tell them to the world. Heck, we're starting a community here. We got to get our stories out. We ain't getting any younger, ain't that the truth? Thanks for watching, folks. More stories to come.